Well, not everyone is thrilled with the city's safety and well-being plan. Jordan Cunningham joins us from the Burnside Gorge neighborhood, where concern is growing over a new shelter that's been announced as part of that plan. Jordan, what's the reaction in that neighborhood?
Stacey, thank you. What we're talking about here is a community saying it was more or less taken off guard. There's recognition across Burnside Gorge that compassionate and effective means to end homelessness need to be put in place. That's not what's at stake here. But the sentiment from the Burnside Gorge Community Association is that this area is assuming far more of that burden than other regions. Now, we're standing in the 2900 block of Bridge Street, where a 34-unit shelter is set to open in the spring. Bridge Street Pathways is what it's called. It's a 6,000 square foot facility and is by referral only. It's directed and focused toward recovery. Burnside Gorge Community Association said it wasn't consulted that the project was happening. Now, you may recall during the pandemic, 5 hotels were used as shelter for unhoused people. 4 of those were in Burnside Gorge. Now, they point to a memorandum of understanding with BC Housing that was signed in 2018, and it says, quote, BC Housing is committed to no additional supportive housing projects in the Burnside Gorge area. Victoria's mayor says that MOU has nothing to do with the city, and the shelter opens in spring of this year.
I won't comment on BC Housing's apparent agreement with them. That's not something on which I should or could comment. I will say that, as I mentioned earlier, the Community Safety Wellbeing Plan had extensive consultation over 2 years.
The city isn't the one that signed it, for sure. BC Housing was. But the city was part of that community advisory council and part of that work. If you talk to many of the residents in our neighborhood, nobody's against housing. Nobody's against supporting homeless people. But what we want is to make sure that people that need supportive housing or shelters are getting the right supports. That when they are being placed in community, they are done so in a way that is planned with the community so that they can be welcomed into the community and create a sense of belonging.
Burnside Gorge says it wants the project paused so consultation can happen, that they can be brought up to speed and have some input into this facility. Now, Stacey, we reached out to BC Housing this afternoon. They weren't able to provide us with a statement by our deadline. But the shelter will be operated by Connective Housing. And in case you're wondering about security on the grounds and on this corner will be handled by the city. And again, slated to open in spring of 2026.
All right, Jordan, obviously we have not heard the last of this story. Appreciate the update.